I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
Welcome back, everyone. I am the Dungeon Master, and this is Dragons of Starfall. Tonight, we rejoin the party after their battle with the giant scorpions that had ambushed the caravan, and in it, they found some treasures, as well as Fluffy, a very fat and lazy winged cat whose token we shall not move around on the board right now, since he is a non-combatant, and although I could use him as a means of threatening him and all of that, he has not enough hit points to, basically if I hit him, he's dead, and that's just not fun. So we're going to leave him off of the battle map for tonight, and, in the future, we will re-add him as story needs. But you guys are now walking down the road, and there's no need to move your tokens as I apply the Bugs Bunny walking effect of, you can imagine the background scrolling behind you of all of the same basic imagery, to where although you are indeed moving forward with your characters, the map remains relatively the same until you need to stop and have an encounter.
All right, sounds good.
So yeah, if you guys zoom way in on your characters, you can see how lovely the tokens look, and have some role-playing between yourselves as you march west along the road.
All right. What time of day do you think would it be right now?
Well, it really depends on you guys, because you were coming out of the hot desert scrublands. So would you be more apt to travel at night when it's cooler and find, shade during the day and try to sleep during the day when it's hot? Or would you, be traveling during the daytime, because obviously we're humans and our eyesight is limited? Well, I mean, not all of you are human, but
yeah, Tigfa's the only one who can see in the dark.
I know. This is the party that has the least dark vision.
Yeah, but there is an argument for traveling at night, though, because it seems like a lot of creepy crawlies come out at night.
That's true. Yeah. We had the morning attack from the gnolls, and then otherwise it's been evening issues more or less.
Mm-hmm. Those little scorpions.
Yeah, those are during the day. I would say, how about it's morning, it's early morning, and we're moving, and we'll lay low for some like the lunch hours, find shade, and then move again at dusk and go into sort of late evening.
All right. So yeah, for upkeep purposes, everybody can subtract a ration from their sheets. But this is not necessarily like lunchtime. We can begin with the morning as everybody's packing up and getting ready to head out, and you guys can role play throughout the day as you like. And I will let you know if I need to interject with anything, but I just want to give you a little insight as to my DMing philosophy, and that is I will let roleplay continue until it seems as though everyone is like stuck and doesn't know what to do or say anymore, at which point I will step in with something.
Got it. Okay.
So I've been thinking about that caravan, where it could have been headed to out here. Like somebody with a lot of money outfitted that caravan. What would make sense? Like, there's not much out here. Like, where could it have been going to?
Yeah, it's really strange. I was wondering the same thing. I don't know why they would be going straight through the desert. Maybe they were in a hurry or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah. But we definitely need to find. We brought the book with it, so maybe we can find someone. Maybe there's something coded or something we missed there that'll tell us where they were actually headed to. Because I got to feel the Fluffy's got to be worth a lot. Like, that looks like an expensive pet.
She looks very well groomed.
I would say he's obviously well taken care of, so he has an owner that I'm sure is looking for him.
Is
Not
this a
exactly.
guy or a girl?
It's a boy, obviously.
My bad. I thought all cats were girls.
That's off-putting on many levels.
There's not many cats where I'm from. We don't have cats.
Only dogs.
Pretty much. Wolves, actually.
Cats are far superior for control of rodents than dogs are.
I use my dog for control of human life.
Depends on what breed of dog. Like some dogs are excellent to vermin control.
Nothing compared to a good cat.
Cats are always going to be the superior hunters. I'm just saying that a really good dachshund can get after them burrowing vermin like nobody's business.
Yeah, man, you ever seen their legs? So low to the ground. Arn says to you guys, I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting really hungry. Do you think we could stop for a lunch?
Mid-morning snack, more like, but sure.
Yeah.
I know, I already ate about 2 hours ago, but a big boy like me has to eat, so...
I suppose.
Yeah, that's fine.
And when's the last time we've seen a river? I feel like the inside of my armor is starting to smell a little dank.
Huh.
I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, oif.
Yeah, well, you know, it's not easy rolling around in metal armor in the middle of a desert. Well, I'm glad we're finding some shade now. There's trees every once in a while.
Yeah.
I could really use a bath.
Well, we'll get back to the town soon and spend a day to Rick and Mortar, get cleaned up.
Yeah, I think we need a resting day inside.
Yeah, well, we also need to get pointed. The desert might not have been the best place to start our little adventure on. We needed to find the right place, right place to sort of start carving our name out in this world.
You know, I feel like we don't have a plan. I feel like we've just been wandering lately.
Yeah, this is not exactly what I was expecting. So we're gonna have to think about this a little bit more long term strategically.
Well, Dragos, you've only steered me wrong every single mission we've been on, but I still love you, so we're gonna keep doing this.
Well, I am paying you, so shut up.
I chuckle. I do a deep chuckle. All right, let's keep going.
I thought you said we were stopping for a mid-morning snack.
Yeah, didn't you just want to eat?
I already ate my food.
No.
Well, geez, you just scarfed it down.
Yeah.
I know. That's why I gained all this weight. My mom tells me I have to chew my food, but I don't.
As you guys were acquiescing to Arn's protests to stop for food, you do your regular thing that travelers do when they stop and rest, which is of course stretch and crack all your aching joints and everything like that, but also take off your boots and
Yeah, man.
knock out any dust and all of that that's accumulated from the road. And by the time you guys are ready to be like, all right, let's eat, he's already shoved an entire day's rations in his mouth and is like just kind of like that kid who has a whole wad of bubble gum and like can't really chew it anymore. And he's just like, I'm good. I'm good.
Can anybody give me some water to wash this down?
I can give you my canteen.
Yeah, no thanks. There's like a 90% chance you're going to backwash a ham into it.
Yeah, I kind of just pour it over my mouth, and then like it like mushes up the goo that's in my
Yeah.
mouth, and then
Yeah. Because like you're eating like hard cheese and tack and stuff like that, So
yeah,
yeah, so
like mushing it all together.
yeah.
Yeah, I make a disgusted face.
Oh,
Can
man.
I have some of your delicious beverage to wash this down?
I give you your canteen bag. It's pretty much empty. Thank you.
You're ever so welcome.
I pity the rock you have to squat behind later.
I take off my helmet and I give it a nice sniff. I go, oh yeah, I need a bath.
Also, don't pity the Rock. He's the president in one of my other games.
The Rock?
Yeah.
This is unrelated to anything. But did anyone ever see the movie Southland Tales?
No.
I have not.
It is hands down the greatest terrible movie ever made. It is so poorly miscast. John Lovitz plays a racist cop. The Rock is a actor who's getting ready to run for governor of California. Justin Timberlake is a former veteran who sits around with a sniper rifle. And
Oh, please say no more. I'm downloading this movie tonight. Like Southland Tales, you said?
Southland Tales.
Okay, yeah.
There's a scene where an SUV rapes.
No, I'm serious. Like, I'm not even kidding. My wife is gonna kill me if like I don't get this movie like immediately. John Lovitz, The Rock, and Justin Timberlake. Like, where do I sign up 3 times?
Yeah,
How old is this movie?
It's not okay. So it was written and directed by the guy who did Donnie Darko.
Oh, dude, yes, I am getting this movie.
They're like, Donnie Darko was a huge hit, and we didn't understand that at all. So we'll just give this guy an infinite amount of money and let him do whatever he wants.
Let him do whatever he wants, yeah.
And he's like, I've done bananas.
Yes, the M. Night Shyamalan effect.
Yeah. There's one amazing scene where Justin Timberlake lip syncs The Killers. I'm not a soldier, but I got soul. Besides that, the rest of the movie.
The song is All These Things That I Have Done by The Killers. Yeah. An excellent song and an even better video when you watch it in order.
Yeah. But he lip syncs that in an arcade, and it's really an amazingly well done scene. It's beautiful because he does this drug called Liquid Soul, and that's what happens when he does the drug. But the rest of the movie is hot nonsense.
Yeah, I've heard these stories before. A bard told me one of these before.
Yeah, it's something. Anyway, definitely worth watching if you've got a lot of free time and not a lot of self-respect.
My wife loves shitty movies. Like, she likes The Triangle and The Cube and like a whole bunch of other shitty movies, Ghost Ship. But also this movie sounds fucking amazing. I have no idea what you're talking about when you say shitty movies. Like, as soon as you said it had John Lovitz, The Rock, and fucking Justin Timberlake, I was in. And then it's written by the same dude who did Donnie Darko. Like, fuck yeah, I'm in as many times as I can watch this movie.
There you go, David. You found a new fan.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So after we're done eating, kind of like checking through my backpack, and I'd be like, how many rations do you guys have left?
7. How about you? You probably have 2.
I was gonna say everybody probably like starts to like hide their backpack and be like, none.
Ha!
No, I also have 7. I do this thing called intermittent fasting. It's very new. Have you ever heard about this?
Huh. No. I eat when I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to gain muscle like these, and I flex my muscle, but it's through the armor, so you can't see anything, then you gotta intermittent fast, man. Gotta burn that fat.
I think our talents lie elsewhere.
Yeah. And this is why you leave the strategy to Electo and I.
Hey, man, I just keep you guys alive.
I was wondering, has Electo seen, like, because you rolled the thing for the dwarven that you recognized it, right?
Yeah.
The caravan, yeah, she knew,
Yeah.
or he knew what it was.
Well,
Yes.
like, if you had to guess, like, who usually do you think, would you guess at who would buy that, who would spend that kind of money on a caravan in this area of the world?
Yeah, so for not to interrupt the role play, but for me to give you the information for you to role play it the way you want, your knowledge of that would be that the people with that kind of money would be either somebody of nobility, somebody of extremely wealthy merchant or some kind of background like that, which usually if you have that kind of money and you're not a noble, there's some noble somewhere who's going to declare you an enemy of the state and confiscate that stuff. So really you're looking at either a criminal or a noble.
Yeah, probably some hot shot, I say.
Yeah, I'm guessing noble, but
Yeah. Especially with the cat. It just seems like something that a lord would have.
a dumb one too. That might work out well for us later.
Huh.
All right, I say we get back on the road.
Yeah, let's get moving.
Not for nothing, but I'm pretty sure every movie I've ever seen someone having a cat in, they were the bad guy.
Yeah, I think so, right?
Especially a fluffy cat.
Hermione Granger.
Maybe she was the bad guy. You don't know.
All along.
Oh, I don't know those movies so well, but I was thinking of all of the James Bond movies and
Like in Austin Powers.
yeah, Inspector Gadget, the Smurfs, like everybody who's got a cat is the bad guy from like my childhood.
Yeah, what was with that back in the day? Why do they give all the bad guys cats?
Nah, I don't know.
Really like cats.
The only one that was kind of not really like that was the Thundercats, which the whole thing was.
That right now.
But Snarf's not really a cat. He's like something in between a cat and like a lizard or something.
But I mean, just the name.
He was a floating idiot.
All right, let's.
Yeah. Back to D&D. I'm sorry. We can do pop culture all night long, but yeah.
All right. Do we see anything coming up on the road?
Yes. So
at this point, we're just kind of walking in silently.
Yes.
Have nothing to say.
Yes, so as you guys continue, moving down the road, I want to know who has the highest passive perception.
Definitely not me.
Let's see.
My passive perception is
I'm gonna. Is that on the
Tikva and Electo both have 12.
14?
I have a 9, so
I got a rock.
I am a rock.
14 is enough. You see a huge, kind of olive complexioned humanoid coming down the road, but the closer the figure gets, and you can't tell if it has seen you yet or not, but the closer the figure gets, the more you can see that he is grotesque looking to a point of not being human at all, as far as you can tell, or at the very least, like some, you know, deformed Quasimodo elephant man type, human. No offense against anybody who has any of that. Just, it doesn't look right.
Yeah, I have a friend with elephantitis, so I don't appreciate that.
Yeah. I apologize to anybody suffering from elephantitis. Just, there's a reason why everybody, freaks out at the Elephant Man movie and The Mask and all of that.
Ugh, that movie is so depressing.
I'm gonna say, hey guys, maybe something's coming. We should probably step off the road a little bit. Give them a wide
What
berth.
in the heck is that ugly man? Yeah, let's get off the road. I don't want to deal with this guy. He's bigger than I am, and he looks like he can crush me. So
Yeah, I'm gonna move down south a little bit.
we'll give him his space with his weird mount that we don't notice.
It's just walking alongside him. You didn't see it at first because it was lower to the ground, but as you guys do get closer, you see that at his side is a massive lion with a coat that is so dark blue or black that he almost blends in with the shadow of this massive half ogre. This man beast walks down the road though, and as he does so, you see that and hear that he is actually singing an old Caledonian travel song, indicating that this man has probably been around civilization more than his appearance might indicate.
Hmm.
I'm not from Caledonia.
I would assume I would know the song. I could pick it up and sing along with him.
Yes, indeed.
Do your bard stuff.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and start singing and like play. I'll play along and sing along with him a little bit and smile and wave.
I do follow behind my boss.
Yeah, as you do so, the lion does step forward and give out a mighty "Ooh," as a warning bellow to not approach too closely.
Doo, doo, doo.
We'll back off a little bit.
Yep.
I go, we're not trying to, have any problems here. We're just walking by.
The huge mountain of a man says, "Easy there, Leo," and he kind of reaches out and grabs hold of his mane and pulls him back to the side, and he hails you with the traditional hand sign of peaceful parley between travelers.
I'll wave back. I'll wave back and ask, "How goes it today?"
Day is dry.
That it is.
Yep. No rain. Where are you headed to?
Chased out of last village, heading back to the Badlands to rest up and try again.
Try what again?
Try to trade this.
The lion?
Nope. He's holding up a large sack.
What's in the sack?
Inside the sack is something that is moving around.
Another cat. No, I don't know.
Listen, if there's a cat in there, we don't want it.
I'll sort of step forward gingerly. What did you find there, good sir?
As he looks at you, he says, "This mine. You no take."
I thought you wanted to trade.
Yeah, absolutely. Wouldn't think about it, but we might be able to trade if it's something we're interested in.
Right. No, he's saying you can't steal it. He's not saying he's not willing. Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah, don't worry about that, buddy.
And he lifts it upside down and dumps out a halfling bound and trussed up like a pig with a gag in its mouth, and it's just.
And then I go, whoa, 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 what's going on?
Where'd you find that thing? I asked him. So
Caught this one. Looting.
Looting where?
Looting. Towards sunrise. Give me just 1 second, guys.
Okay. I usually loot towards sundown, but it's whatever. This dude just has a dude like in his bag.
Well, didn't Chad say there was something different about halflings in this world, though? That they're not.
They're
kind of dumb. Yeah.
Poor halfling.
I mean, even if he is a thief, are we just gonna like? What do we do with this guy?
Well, it's a party.
Yeah, if we can get hired a big guy.
Nah, I don't want a halfling in our party. These after talking to them.
Well, we'll see what he wants to trade. It might be worth. The athlete might have some value, just as where he's coming from. Might know the area a little bit.
What if he has a bounty and he just wants to claim the bounty without going to turn it in?
Well, then we'll buy it for less and go get paid out more.
Yeah, I guess so. That's true. That's what I was thinking. And we need to get back to that town because I want our horses back. It would be nice.
Yeah.
And this lion's crazy. He just has a pet lion.
Okay, yeah. So, the halfling obviously is gagged, so cannot tell its side of the story. What you guys are remembering is that I described the halflings as being Kender-like from the Dragonlance series, which means that they have very loose concepts of ownership, and so for them, stealing isn't really stealing.
Okay.
It's just kind of like going through their day, just living. Well,
So-
does that mean all halflings steal like all the time?
Like, I mean, not like universal truth, but yeah.
Well, so the giant guy's. I'll start. So, what's your name, friend? To the giant.
He says, "Me called Ugg."
Hello, Ugg. I'm Drago. This is my friends here. We're headed towards the town. They wouldn't. Is there a bounty for him, or why? Like, why? What were you trying to trade him for?
Trade him for money.
Is
How
somebody
much?
looking for him?
How much money?
This many, and he draws circles in the dirt with his weapon, over and over and over again until there's about 50 of them.
All right,
So,
buddy.
50 gold for the halflings that you're shooting for here.
Yes.
Well, should we spare 50 gold to save this human's life?
How about 35?
Like he can't really like understand your number.
Well, I'll hold out a handful of 30 gold to him. Is that enough?
He tries to take it from your hand.
But I'll pull it back and say for the halfling, 30 gold.
And he like shrugs like he still doesn't understand.
Do you want to trade the halfling?
Yes.
I will take the halfling off your hands for this many gold. We can have him?
Again, he tries to take the gold from your hand.
Just give it to him, I say.
Yeah, okay. I'll give him the 30.
He takes the gold and he starts to line up each coin with one of the circles he drew. And then he points at the missing circles.
I understand. My bad. I'll give him the other 20 and just pay him the 50 out.
Okay. It's not that I'm trying to be difficult. He's just really dumb. And once he drew the circles, like he knows, like that's how many to.
They're not going to be easy to negotiate with, so I'm not going to try and fight him on that one.
Yeah. I mean, unless you want to fight him, we can always roll initiative.
I go over to the halfling that's
yeah.
gagged and bounded, and I throw him over my shoulder, and then I say, "All right, are we good to go?" I say to Dragos, "Are we good to go?"
Yep, we're good. It was a pleasure meeting you, Ugg. Good luck on your journeys.
Oh, yes. And then he runs off in another direction towards some small village somewhere, probably to go spend his gold.
Let's ungag this moron and see who he is and where he's from.
Who knows? Maybe he's the smartest halfling we've ever met. We haven't talked to him yet.
True.
So I put him on the floor gently, and then I kind of take the ball gag out of his mouth.
It was just a regular gag, not a ball gag.
Oh, I thought Ugg was getting kind of freaky.
No. Just some rag, tied tight around his mouth so that he couldn't yell and scream.
Before I take it off, I say, "Don't scream," and then I take it off.
Oh, thank you so much for helping me. Oh, I thought I was a goner.
Well,
we thought you were too.
Yeah. So what's your name?
My name is much too long for me to tell you before the sun sets today. You can just call me Henry.
It's a pretty short name.
Yeah. Hello, Henry. So how'd you come to be here? What happened?
Well, I was one place and then I got scooped up and brought here and now I'm at this place, wherever this is.
Ugg said you were looting. He caught you looting.
Oh, yes, well, I doubt he has the brain capacity of that lion of his.
Well, I certainly have the brain capacity, so why don't you tell me what you were stealing and where from?
Stealing? I take offense to that, questioning my honor.
I kind of pick him up by where he's hogtied with one hand. I pick him up by his hands and legs.
Yeah.
I go,
if you don't get out of these ropes, you should give us some answers first.
Well,
you're not gonna get off scot-free. We're not just gonna buy you and then let you go.
You owe me 50 gold. That much is certain.
Oh no! I owe you 50 gold.
Yeah, that's how much it costs to buy you.
To save your life.
Oh, geez. Oh, well, that's terrible.
Do you not have the 50 gold?
Well, I mean that would indeed be, part of the problem here, my good sir. Yes.
So, tell us a story about how you can get us the 50 gold.
Well, I could theoretically find it.
If you're gonna loot again, I don't want stolen goods.
Again, you question my honor. I don't know how to take this.
I mean, you seem very shady by saying find gold. Usually if you own gold, you don't have to go find it. You just
Well, you seem pretty shady telling me that I owe you 50 gold for my life. You're as bad as Ugg.
Wait, we saved you from
What?
Ugg. Would you rather go with him?
I pick him up and then I go, let's go call Ugg.
Yeah.
Let's go back to him. I pick him up.
Oh, no. I'm just saying that, you're questioning my honor while you're the one still trying to ransom me here. I feel like I've gone from...
I yell really loud, "Ugh!"
Coming! Alright, Ugg's back.
I go, listen, man. If you don't want to go back with Ugg, you're gonna tell us what you were doing.
And he again protests. And Ugg makes it back, so yeah, Ugg's back now.
Hey, Ugg, real quick, just quick question. Sorry to bother you. Where did you find him? Which town did you find this guy in?
Not town. Toward sunrise. Half day that way.
Is it to the left or to the right?
Yeah, he points towards sunrise, towards the east,
Mm-hmm.
where you guys just came from. About a half day towards where you guys just came from.
Was it a caravan that had been looted? A caravan?
You
Wagon?
mean wagon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Were you, alternate Henry, were you in that caravan?
I stumbled across a caravan that had been, vandalized, and I was merely ascertaining whether anybody was alive when this brute accosted and absconded with me.
What were you doing in the middle of the desert by yourself?
I don't think that's any of your business.
Jesus.
Can I loot his pocket? Like, not loot. Can I just check his pockets or his bag or anything that he has on him and see
Sure.
if he has anything obviously stolen?
Sure.
Sure. I take off his backpack and I start rummaging through it.
And there is no backpack because he is just a halfling tied up with absolutely nothing on him.
Oh. Well, he has nothing.
I mean, he's wearing fine clothes, but that's about it.
Fine
Would you-
clothes.
I take out Fluffy and say, "Have you seen this before?"
I've seen many winged cats.
Oh, well, that makes one of us.
Well, it's up to you, boss. I look at Drugus.
So you're not going to tell us what you're doing out in the desert. You're not going to tell us how you came across the wagon.
I told you I've found the wagon traveling
Traveling from where to where?
from one place to another.
So you don't feel you owe us any kindness for having bought your freedom.
Apparently, I owe you 50 gold.
Well, that's how much it costs to get you free.
Well, what do you want me to do about that?
Oh my god. Yeah, I told you guys this halfling would be useless to us. we should have just let Ugg keep walking. Hey Ugg, sorry to bother you by the way. You can go back on your path, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
See you later, man.
Bye again.
Later. Bye, Leo.
No call Ugg back.
Yeah, we won't call you back.
Okay.
So, I mean, do we just leave him here or
No, he's coming with. We're going to take him.
back into
Listen,
town?
I think we got off to the wrong foot, Henry. We're going to we're heading back towards the town. Do you want to come with us, or would you rather just go off on your own?
I would much rather travel in the safety of companions that I can trust, not to try and scoop me up and ransom me off.
We weren't going to ransom you. We're just saying we put an investment on you. We invested in your freedom, and that should be worth something to you. But if it's not, it's not. I'm not
I don't like,
I'm not going to break your fingers or demand the money.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm sitting here saying like I don't owe you nothing. I'm just saying like you right away put a monetary price on my head. Like I don't know what to make of you. Are you a bandit or something too? Like I don't know.
All right, you talk too much.
You-
Not sorry. Talk too
I'm
much.
sorry, you said a bandit too? A bandit too?
That's what he says?
You're saying you're a bandit?
No, no. I meant like, in general.
All right, well, let's start heading this way. I'm going to use after a minute of talking to him, I can use the persuasion, the diplomat feat against him to sort of charm him.
Okay.
So I basically want to see if I can get some actual answers out of him instead of the runaround which we've been getting.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Drago sure has a way with words.
So I roll the persuasion check against his wisdom check.
Oh, hold on 1 second though. Let me get him an actual sheet here.
Maybe that's how Drago's convinced us to join him. He just like talked to us for a minute, and then we were like, "Well, I guess this
We're
guy's
like,
kind of
wow.
yeah."
That's about the only way you could have convinced me to walk back into the stupid desert after I just left.
And you were like, "Why am I in here?"
What am I doing out in the middle of the desert, man?
What are we gonna do with this? If he's just like, I don't know, whatever.
He's got fine clothes on. He has to know something more than he's telling us.
Yeah,
And-
but I also think that they're just kind of dumb.
No, they're criminal. They're not dumb. He's saying that they're morally flexible.
Oh,
They don't
okay.
need property rights. It's not a question of intelligence.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, it's not that they don't understand. It's just that in their society, like, if something isn't directly being worn by somebody, it's kind of just up for grabs.
It's fair game.
Yeah. So I mean, there has to be more of an explanation to how he got out there than just he was out there. So I would like for him to share it with us, but I also don't feel the need to coerce him or abuse him to do it. I think he will, in time, tell us what we need to know. We'll be
Yeah,
nicer
be
to him
nice
and
to him.
apologetic. And we'll keep moving towards the town and chat. I'm going to chat him up while we go and try and get him to sort of get charmed and spill the beans about what the hell he's doing out here and what if he's of any value to us beyond just nice clothes.
Yeah.
I pull out
So
my-
I do have him ready to go now. So here's the deal with Henry. He is more than you might think he is. And so therefore when you do your thing, he is also simultaneously working a friend's cantrip on you.
Oh,
Hmm.
can you? Isn't there a save where like you can like tell that they're trying to charm you?
Yeah. So when you do the spell as like anything other than a bard, there's somatic components, stuff like that, that you can tell. When you're a bard, though, you can hide that in a performance. And so you guys are just kind of walking along, and so all he's doing is just kind of whistling a little tune, which is simultaneously working the friend's cantrip, or if necessary, the charm person spell. But he was going to go with just the friend's cantrip. Unless you guys want to go hard in the paint too, in which case, we can decide just how far we're gonna take this. But basically,
My charm against him first. So
right.
I mean,
So you guys are both gonna be rolling. So you go ahead and do yours, and then he's gonna do his.
I gotta remember what rolls it again. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, make sure you roll it into the bucks. Yeah.
How do I move it over again? I'm sorry, I don't remember.
In your skills,
Yeah.
You grab it and you drag it over into the chat.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, and that's against my wisdom.
nice.
All right, and then now I am also going to target you.
try to cast friends.
With friends.
So charisma check.
Yes. Oh, it automatically gave you advantage, or did you click advantage?
I did not click advantage.
Huh. I wonder
Is
why
it
you.
because of your class? Do you have a bonus to being charmed?
Yeah, do you have advantage against being charmed?
It might have automatically done something like that if you did.
Are you a human or a half elf?
I'm a human.
Hmm.
I did not hit any advantage.
It's weird.
All right. Let's try this again. Oh, you get an advantage check against charisma. I see. I see what's happening.
Oh, just because it's a cantrip, it's a friend spell, so it's not as strong as like a charm person.
Well, then he would have done charm person. So here, let me do this.
Maybe Henry sized them up and he knows he's
All right. So I cast friends on you. So now you are charmed by me, while at the same time I am simultaneously charmed by you, and so we're just a couple of charming gentlemen walking down the road with all our extra savoir faire, convincing each other that we're both awesome and did we just become best friends? Yup.
Huh.
oh god.
Art and I are in the back like, ugh, what's going on up there?
And where did he get that flute? I thought he didn't have anything on him. It's just weird that it popped up like that.
Yeah, it's his token. He doesn't have his flute yet.
So while we're walking, then so where are you from, friend?
Oh man, that is a long story. Let me start by telling you all about where I grew up, and this goes on for about the next 45 minutes as he just is describing to you the lands where he comes from originally. But we're talking about like where he was born.
Oh man.
And what brought you out to the desert?
I'm getting there. And then he goes on to like his earliest memories of like traveling on the roads and like he goes through like each story bit by bit, and like sometimes you think some of them might be kind of getting to a point, but then no, like it just like wraps back around to more and more like stories that just keep going on and on and on. This goes on all until you guys are like well into the early evening, when it's time to either decide if you're camping for the night or pushing on.
Well, since you ladies have been flapping your lips together, it's seemed to have become sundown. You lovebirds maybe want to set up camp,
Yeah, we can make camp for the night.
and then you guys keep talking.
He does indeed. He's still going on. Now that it has been about 3.5, 4 hours of listening to him talk, and I'm talking like nonstop, like my kind of talking, where it just keeps going and going, and he does this so like detailed that right now he's at the point where he is just about to hit puberty and tell you all about his first love and his first kiss and all of that stuff.
Dragos, how do you feel about these stories?
I would. I don't know. It's tricky since I'm supposedly charmed, but
It's been 4 hours, so I think the charm might be away now.
Yeah, it's not so much that either of you are like, fully charmed as much as a magical effect is, as much as it is the original effects of the charm convinced you guys that you had both just become best friends, and there's no reason to see that as any different at this point. So effectively, unless Henry gives you a reason to view otherwise, or unless you give Henry a reason to view otherwise, you guys are effectively best friends.
Listen, Henry, do you know how to find food?
Yeah, I always just ask my servants to get it for me.
Oh, so you have servants.
I had servants.
what
Had
happened?
you?
Oh, they were killed. And then he goes on a whole long story about like from the day he hired them and like everything that they went through. It'll probably be another 5 to 6 hours to get to where they were killed.
No, and then I snap my fingers and I say, Henry, speed it up.
And then they went to this place, and then we went to that place, and now I'm talking like the Micro Machines man because you told me to speed it up, so I'm just telling the story like this, and then that way you can try to understand everything that I'm saying, but at the same time, I'm not really able to convey everything, so if you don't hear everything, then...
Henry, calm down. You talk too much. Has anybody ever told you that?
Ever since I can remember.
Yeah, maybe you should take some of their advice and be a little bit quieter.
He begins to whisper the story.
Henry, listen, I'm gonna give you this bag, okay? And I give him like a little sack. And I say, go find berries. We're gonna eat that. Got it?
And he begins to tell you a story about berries.
Henry, go get the berries. Listen, man, we're kicking you out of the caravan if you keep not wanting to help us.
He's personally offended and goes off to go find berries.
And I look at Dragos, I like, how are you listening to this kid talk for the last 4 hours? Me and Elector were pulling our hair out. Well, Elector doesn't have hair. His beard hair.
That's a funny image. Imagining someone pulling on their beard instead of on their their head hair.
Dragos, are you okay? And I kind of like shake him a little bit, or like, you seem kind of weird, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, that was not as helpful as I was hoping. Like, he's a nice guy. I like him, but you're not getting anywhere here either. I don't know what to do with him tonight. Like, I don't trust him to take a watch. Do you?
No, I kind of just want to keep walking while he's getting berries.
And the only issue with that would be that technically Dragos like still likes him.
You're like, we can't just leave him. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you can convince him to stop talking as much as he talks, we can keep him, dude. But like, I know I'm working for you, but I can still quit, and this is becoming quite annoying to not be able to get a word out of you.
He definitely has a bit of a mouth on him. Yeah, again, I don't trust him for watch, though. I like him.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy, but I don't want him to take a watch either.
Yeah, he seems a little flaky.
Oh, and anybody who has any reason to have any knowledge of like the world, so like everybody but Tikva would know that halflings are, flaky. They're a very silly people.
Hey, Chad. At this point, would you say we're about half a day left to a town, or because we've been traveling for a while now?
Yeah. But like I said, it's also getting dark.
Yeah, I was gonna. Well, Arn brings this up. Well, and I'm like looking at our map, and I say, well, the town's just up ahead, about half a day. Do you guys think you guys want to keep pushing until we get there?
Yeah, I'm not against that. I'd rather just keep moving with this and not risk trying to have him keep a watch or running off on us. So let's
Just
keep
trying to get
moving.
back to our.
Yeah, let's get back. We'll get in very late tonight, and we can take tomorrow off and reconnoiter on a plan. Try and find the caravan people, and if Henry turns out to be of some use, great. If not, I'm out 50 gold, and that's not the end of the world.
Yeah, it's about half my money.
Sounds
Well,
like
yeah. So you guys up for just keep moving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Henry gets back and he has, well, does Henry have any berries when he gets back?
Yeah, that's what I rolled his wisdom check there for, because he doesn't have survival. So he goes out and he actually finds not just berries, but a couple of large um, gourd like fruits that you guys can make like a basic like pumpkin stew, or even like pumpkin pancake, if you guys have any dry crushed flour or something like that.
Yeah,
Well,
I go,
that's
oh, you know what, Henry, good job. And
Yeah, we'll
I
take
put
them
it,
with. We can make breakfast with them tomorrow morning.
yeah, we put the food in our pack, and then I say we decided to keep going for tonight. We're gonna go into town late tonight. So put your boots back on. We're gonna keep walking.
Yeah. So you guys continue walking, and now because nobody is resting and force marching, I need constitution checks to avoid becoming fatigued.
okie dokie.
Constitution saving throws
Checks.
checks. Constitution checks.
Oops, hold on.
Okay, so everybody who rolled above a 10 is not exhausted. Everybody who rolled below a 10, so Dragos and Henry, you guys have one level of exhaustion, which means that you're taking disadvantage on all of your ability checks.
That's good.
Okay.
You guys are tired because you spent all day talking.
Yeah, no shit.
It's nighttime. We're just kind of keep walking. Henry's actually gone quiet, so I'm actually kind of have some peace for a little bit. Where all you can hear is the shuffle of our feet. We're just keep walking. We're just really wanting to get to an actual bed.
Yeah, and as you guys continue walking in the night, loading up the next map, you come across part of the road that has some people camping out. And as you approach, you see a couple of guards guarding the tents. And this is not just like camping type of tents. This indeed looks like settlers in semi-permanent tents.
Okay.
Is this map that looks like a forest with trees? Is that the right map? Oh, there we go. Okay, let me close
Yeah.
it. Okay.
We're huge.
Okay. So we arrive. We see this little settlement. And do the guards say anything as soon as they see us?
1 second. The guards, for some reason, did not copy over the tokens, so I gotta give them their token again.
What do you think? What do you guys think WWOH99S stands for?
Those are all of the guards' names.
We have William, Walter,
Oscar.
On,
Oscar.
Jose, 99, and Sam.
Did I hear a niner in there?
99.
No, it's a old joke from Tommy Boy.
His name is 99 because his mom has 99. Well, she has 100 children now, but he was 99.
Ta-da!
There they are. They say, "Halt! Who goes there?"
And indeed, they basically call out, "Traveler, halt and identify yourself."
Oh, maybe we don't want Drugos to make this check.
I say, "Hello, we're travelers. We mean no harm. We're just looking for a place to stay for the night."
We are headed into town.
Yeah, we're heading into the main town. We're just passing through.
Oh, yeah. So you guys must not have heard.
What do you mean?
Well, not too long ago, a horde of hobgoblins passed through and burned it to the ground. That's why we're out here resettling in a new location.
Are you from the town name goes here?
Yes.
Okay. I'll go, "Oh no."
And also it's called insert name here.
Okay, sorry. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Is this everybody that's left?
Everybody who decided to stick around and try again.
Oh no. I take off my helmet and I put my head down and I say, "I'm sorry for all of your losses."
Yeah, it's been a rough couple of weeks, and we lost about half of the people in the fighting, and half of those who survived took off. So,
And the hobgoblins, are they still in the town, or
oh, they burned everything to the ground. In fact, you could see the smoke rising for days.
maybe it's just kind of dark outside. Maybe I haven't seen it.
Looking around, do I see anyone from the town? Like someone that I would recognize?
Maybe Megamind could roll a history check or something.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and roll an intelligence check to see if you recognize anyone.
Oh, you're pretty intelligent, aren't you?
Yeah. Not
Dang
this
it.
time, though.
Yeah, so you're looking around and you think you recognize um a guy that you've interacted with in the past, and you call out his name, but either he didn't hear you or it wasn't him, and so like you're kind of not really sure if maybe you got his name wrong or if you're remembering wrong or whatever, but like it's just too embarrassing for you to push the issue any further.
Well, I'm going to tell the guard that, well, we found these gourds. We'd be happy to sort of add them to the common good for feeding the people tomorrow morning. Is there a place we could sleep tonight?
I mean, obviously you can see we're not exactly, you know, set up with four walls and a floor, but we got the big tents over here, set up for everybody to sleep in. And he points to the tents to the south there, and he says, so find yourself a dry spot and roll out your bedroll and curl up.
I go, sounds good to me. I like stretch my body, I twist my legs and stuff. Like, I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then first I take out the gourds and I hand them to him and I say, we'd be happy to donate these to the town, like my friend said.
Yeah. So they take everything and thank you, and like they said, everybody's asleep, so they'll see you guys in the morning. So go on and head off to the tent, and at that point, I'm going to go ahead and remove the exhausted effects, since those would no longer be in effect after the long rest. But you guys are free to role play between each other and or any of the NPCs in here, if you are looking to do that, or if you just want to come in and go to sleep right away. That's fine too.
So as soon as we're away from the guards, I nudge my companions and say, I don't totally know why, but I am suspicious of this. I'm
I
not
go,
sure.
what do you mean? I mean, they seem fine, right? And I look at Dragos.
Yeah. What do you mean? I don't know. What are you saying?
I thought these guys. I mean, their stories seemed pretty legit. I mean, I don't know why.
That they invaded and just burned the whole town down?
I mean, they're hobgoblins.
Hmm.
I mean, it's pillaging, I would assume.
Yeah.
How? I mean, we can keep walking and go see the town right now,
I
or
really
we
want
can
to
go
sleep,
first thing in the
guys.
morning. Like, I don't think they're gonna. There's no. Is there? I don't. I see signs of like people being tied up. Like, it doesn't seem like it's a.
Yeah.
No,
And we
that
look
that guy
around.
did say that he'd love to have you guys for breakfast.
Huh. No, I think we can stay the night, but something
Well,
about it seems weird to me.
We'll find out more in the morning. I promise. To be honest with you, Electo, I'm just really tired.
Yeah, no, I understand.
I think any 10 is good for me right now. Here, if you want, you can cuddle up next to me if you feel scared.
Huh.
So yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I say
I think from our
I
fourth
am
march, we're pretty tired. We're just gonna go lay down.
yeah, I'm definitely the first person to walk into a tent and tiptoe around to find a dry spot where nobody's laying, and I lay my little bedroll down and I go to sleep.
Yeah.
I knock out. I hit the pillow and I knock out.
So because you don't have dark vision, roll a dexterity check to see if you step on anyone.
Got it. Whew.
Yeah, no, 19. You're all good. Oh, no, that's a save. Remember next time to roll the C for check.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay. And anyway, it should be roughly the same minus your proficiency
It
or
is.
whatever. But so as you tiptoe your way through, um, one little girl goes to roll over and you almost step on her, but nimbly stretch your leg out and get a little further and manage to, keep walking without waking anyone up.
Whew, and I say, "Careful, little girl," under my breath. You don't want to get stomped on by me. And I lay down wherever, like in a corner somewhere I can find.
Yeah. So you get your bedroll out and you lay down as comfortably as you can in this crowded, group tent.
Yeah, these people are they're not my people, but I don't mind people. They're everybody is equal in my eyes until they prove to me otherwise. Like Henry. I was all for saving Henry until Henry started talking.
That's a common theme with my NPCs.
I was like, sure, let's save this guy. He's innocent. And Henry's like, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, oh my god, why did we save this guy?
Yeah. I've had people like that probably weren't all that murder hobo-ish, like just straight up like slit my NPCs' throats. They're like, no, this talking must stop now.
And I don't know if I would just slit the guy's throat though. I would definitely kick him out. I'd be like, Henry, walk the other direction. You're not coming with us anymore.
When I am finished speaking, you will turn and run
Yeah.
in that direction. Do not hesitate and do not delay, or I will kill you where you stand.
I'll give you a chance before. Henry, this is it. You've met my limit.
If this is it, please let me know.
Okay, fast forward, morning. It's time to talk to whoever these people are.
Yes. So you guys wake up in the morning to the sounds of the settlers hard at work building not campfires, but like cooking fires and going to work gathering wood. They're gonna make log cabins to live in for now. Well, actually, there's not a whole lot of forest around here, so what would they make their houses out of?
Mud.
Cow shit. Yeah.
Or they could start living underground.
I think they're out in the fields collecting the feces of the large plains beasts that live here. Some of them are enormous dinosaur beasts that leave huge piles of dung that they gather up and bake into bricks to build their houses out of.
Hey man, you gotta be resourceful. It probably smells like ugh right now. Like
It's very hygienic. There's no smell.
okay. So I go up to one of these guards when we wake up and I say, excuse me, I have a question. We came in last night. We're from a traveling party. Do you guys have anybody who is I don't know, in charge around?
Well, ever since the tragedy, ever since the massacre, the mayor's dead and the local lord is dead, and all we got left is each other, and so we've just kind of been, voting on things, together, and we haven't gotten around to picking a leader yet, but I guess if one of us was in charge, it would probably be Big John over there. And they point out a man who stands a head and shoulders above everybody else, and can definitely be looked at as a leader type with his Nathan Fillion hair and jaw structure.
I go, thank you for pointing him out to us. Electo, you can go ahead and start pressing some people if you want about their incident that happened.
Start pressing people.
Yeah, you can start questioning them. Yeah.
I no longer have exhaustion, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Is the innkeeper still alive, or is he gone?
Yeah, no innkeeper.
Okay, I'll go over to Big John and I'll introduce myself.
I travel pretty much everywhere with Dragos. I just want to point that out. I feel like he hired me as a personal bodyguard, and I go everywhere with him.
Well, perfect. But I also want to know if there's anybody who from the Merchants Guild that survived.
Yeah, I mean, there is the leader of the Cloth Dyers Guild, who's still alive, but I mean, he wasn't even on the council.
Well, I'll go introduce myself to Big John first.
All right, Big John is busy trying to get enough of a fire built to bake enough of the feces in the dung into bricks to build like an actual blast furnace so that they can start making some real progress on building a new town here.
Good day, Big John. I heard about the troubles you've been having. We'd be happy to help in any way we can.
Grab a shovel, and you see people just shoveling shit from the wagons that are brought back from the fields onto a big pile so that they can go back out and gather more.
Can I ask what happened with the hobgoblins? How long ago did they attack?
He just shakes his head, and it seems as though he's not ready or willing to talk about it right now.
I grab a shovel. I just walk towards a pile of dung and I'm helping villagers.
Absolutely, yeah, and as you do so, like everybody, isn't really acknowledging anybody else, but as you grab a shovel and start shoveling, after about an hour, somebody brings you over a pair of leather gloves so you don't get blisters.
And I wipe the sweat off my brow and who is the person that brings me?
It's a older lady who is in charge of distributing, all of the gear and stuff like that. So, if somebody needs a boot or, whatever, she's the one who distributes all that stuff. So she saw you working and went to go, scrounge up a pair of gloves, and now after a couple hours has, managed to find you a pair of gloves that will help keep the blisters down.
Hmm. And I grab it and I say, "Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Uh, I think you can give. I think you can use these for somebody else in the village. I'm not afraid of getting a few bruises here and there."
Yeah, but the blisters, once you get them, you can't do as much work. Take the gloves and you give them back at the end of the day, and if you don't need them tomorrow, somebody else will use them.
All right, just trying to be nice, and everybody in this town seems to not like me. And then I continue shoveling.
She brought you gloves.
She was like, "Yeah, don't care. Bring them later. Bring them back when you're done."
Well, you're actually helping. She doesn't want you to not be able to help tomorrow if you're, still around because you blistered yourself up today.
All right, I put them on in front of her, and I continue shoveling. I guess that's how I'm spending my day. I'm just doing manual labor, probably going around chopping wood down, bringing logs back to people. I'm being a busybody. I came in and I saw all these like children that had no homes, and Arn really started to get his grind on. Started to help these people.
Say, I'll go to Electo. How far is the remains of the town from here?
How far is it?
It's the same approximate half a day.
I don't know. Is it worth it to go check it out and see if we can find out what happened, or do we care?
Well,
I
he
guess
said you
not.
can see the smoke, so can you guys still see the smoke?
He said he could see it for a few days, but that it's been
Okay.
longer than that. Yeah.
Right.
I guess now that people are building homes and everything, it seems fine. I'm just maybe a bit suspicious after having been out in the wilderness for so long.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like while Arn is like shoveling Dookie, he sees Henry doing nothing and sitting uh at a tree and like eating berries. And I walk over to Henry and I give him a shovel and I say, "Come on, you're shoveling with me."
Poor Henry.
Henry protests that the shovel is bigger than him.
I snap it in half.
Henry protests that it's going to give him splinters.
I take off my gloves and I give them to him.
Henry protests that the gloves don't fit, so you must have quit.
I I put the gloves on Henry's head and I tighten them on the bottom.
Yeah.
Henry, get up and follow me.
And after, well, actually roll either persuasion or intimidation. Your call. How intimidating versus, just like persuading are you trying to be here? Yeah. So, basically you let him know that he can either stand up and help you shovel, and he's like, I don't want to get covered in shit. And you're like, or I'll dig a hole and bury you in it myself. And he weighs his options and decides that he best come help you shovel.
And I say, if we're watching your ass, you're one of us. Got it?
He gets it.
Yeah. He just kind of nods. I mean, he's not looking to like give you the satisfaction of a verbal confirmation, but like he's also too scared to argue.
And I say, good boy, and I pat him really hard on the back, and he kind of loses some air. And then we go shovel. I'm giving him a hard time because he's being a little crybaby.
Well, he did live a pretty pampered life before this,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, well, he's now on the road, and like I said, if you travel with us, you're one of us. So I don't care who you used to be or what you look like, you're gonna shovel shit today. Got it?
And yeah, he's just he ain't happy, but he's shoveling shit.
Yeah. And
I'm gonna
I'll let him talk to me. If he wants to start talking to me, I won't shut him up. I'll let him talk. I'll give him that. But you don't have to talk.
He doesn't talk for the first 95 seconds, a new record for him, before he just begins to talk about at first, like, what the shit reminds him of or whatever, but then bit by bit he just starts talking about like everything.
That's fine. It's I'm just doing busy work. I don't mind hearing a few nonsense stories while I'm working. Okay, we can move on to anybody else now. I just wanted to do that little thing with Henry.
Well, I'll sit down with Electo and sort of like, well, I don't know what. I feel like there's not much point sticking here. Like, I don't plan to help them rebuild the town.
Yeah,
Should
well, and all
we
the
move on to
resources
the
we were
next
going
city?
to. Yeah, our horses are probably gone. All of the resources we were going to get in town are no longer available to us.
Yeah.
Should we maybe see? Because we are trying to figure out what trading company was running those carts or the
Yeah.
wagons. So maybe someone here would know something about that, and that might point us in a different direction.
Yeah, you guys can definitely ask around about that, but unfortunately, as Arn and Henry are shoveling up the shit over just outside of the camp here, I'm gonna move you guys over there. As you guys are shoveling up the shit over here, all of a sudden, you guys hear a massive buzzing sound, and you look over and you see a swarm of wasps attacking your position. And so now you have to roll initiative.
Oh dear.
Oh god.
There's a lot of bugs in this world.
Well, canonically, I'm wearing a full set of armor and a cloak, but I assume Henry's freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, Henry is definitely worried here.
Poor Henry. I'll give Henry a chance. Maybe he's just understood.
Could be.
Where is initiative? Oh, I have a +0. That's why.
All right. And so now guard number 1 like doesn't have any clue what's going on. So he's just like, yeah, blah 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 blah. I'm still guarding the camp over here.
Yikes. Okay, it's Tikva's turn, Carrie. You can do Tikva.
Oh. Okay. Okay, there. From where Tikva is, can she see the wasps?
You scream. That's for sure.
Yeah. I was gonna say you probably hear Henry start screaming.
Okay. Head that way. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay. I'm still pretty far away, so I'm just going to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's all I can do for now. How do I switch turns again?
The little dragon on the bottom under the initiative tracker.
The little dragon on the bottom.
The dragon face with the arrow pointing down.
Oh. Wait.
Right in the combat tracker, in the same
Yeah,
box.
I'm looking at it. Where?
On
Really?
the bottom left corner.
It's not there.
Really?
There's nothing there.
Maybe because your turn is not Tifa's. Because.
Oh, yep, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Next is the wasps.
Oh no.
The wasps go. Bzzz, bzzz.
Indeed, they do, and as they do so, they try to sting Henry, who is cartwheeling out of the way like a mad gymnast.
Can I swing at? I guess just at the swarm of bees. Like, is it gonna work with the?
Not as well as you'd hope.
Yeah. Let me see what I got then, real quick, in my book. I don't know if I could just slash at a bee. You know what I mean, guys?
Use the shovel
Like
to
the-
use flat space.
Oh, that's a good idea. Can I swing the shovel full of dookie around at the bees? Even if some gets around on Henry, it's okay.
Yes.
Okay, I don't have a shovel. What should I swing with?
You have a shovel. You were just shoveling shit.
Yeah, but I mean, in my attacks, like I don't know what to do.
So.
Should we just call it a longsword? Or...
No, hold on. I can add this real quick.
Shit shovel. I do have proficiency in all martial and simple weapons. I don't know if that would help with
This would
with the shovel.
This would still be an improvised weapon.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
All right. So I'm gonna swing with the shovel, see if I can hit anything. Does a 14 hit?
You forgot to target the wasp.
Oh, yeah.
Control left, click on the wasp. There you go.
Okay, let's try again.
Try again.
Dang it.
Oh.
All right.
Now remember, only roll the damage if you hit, but the 14 does hit, so I'm going to allow that.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Uh-huh. Except for why is it dealing the full damage? It's supposed to only deal half damage. Oh, I bet I know what the problem is. Yeah, so under all of your damages, they need to be not capitalized apparently.
Oh. In order for it to like read in the code or whatever.
Yep. Cuz now deal the damage again real quick.
Oh, does it say?
It should.
Let me see.
Yep, partially resisted. Yep, look at that.
There you go.
All right, so there it is. All right, so Arn, what else would you like to do on your turn?
Can I? I'm trying to think of things that I can do. Can't really do much to help this guy right now. Is there a way I can just like put my body on top of Henry so he doesn't get stung?
I need an adult.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean,
He's pretty small. I could
you
just kinda put-
you could try to grapple him next turn.
Oh, okay. Go, Henry. What does Henry do?
Well, now that they're like surrounding me in my square, I drop prone and just start rolling around on the ground screaming.
Oh, no.
Now, normally I'm a much better combatant than this, but I happen to be like deathly afraid of wasps.
And you did kind of swing them all towards him with like scattering them with your with your shovel. Okay. So how can I see the info for one of my spells? Oops, that did not mean.
The red dragon head.
Oh, yeah. I just want to see how far it is. Okay, so I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to reach.
Left click and right click.
Dang it.
And then,
okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to dash this turn, but I'm gonna do one of my favorite spells next turn.
You can't reach even with a firebolt. You can't just toss it off. I mean, I think fire
I
would be
guess
really
I-
good against these.
Nope. Tent.
Oh yeah.
You can't bend it like Beckham.
Yeah, Ben, go down one more. Can you?
No.
Well, I mean, I mean that's the roof. I don't know if. Oh wait, it's a tent though. It's not a house. Never mind.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I will just dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And that is. I still don't have a little dragon. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
It's a dragon head, just like the red one, but black.
If you hover over it, it says next actor.
Hmm.
It says turn complete.
I have a little flag.
Do you have a combat tracker?
Yeah.
The crossed swords up in the top right.
Oh, maybe I'll look at that.
I think you're on the wrong thing.
There we go. Ha! So much for me knowing so much about.
Well, if you don't have the right thing open, of course it all sounds confusing. You got it immediately once I said crossed swords.
Yes.
That wasn't your fault. That was once again the men just assuming that you had the right thing open.
My feeble man brain could have never thought about double cross swords ever. I would have been like, swords? What's a sword?
So I'm going to move here and cast Eldritch Blast from here.
Yeah, summoning up Eldritch energy, you unleash a bolt of energy from your hand at the swarm of wasps.
Nice. Now roll your damage, and you got... Okay.
2.
Yeah, and so you actually managed to scatter some of the wasps.
And they go away. Make sure you skip your turn if you're done.
Yep, sorry, my bad. One sec.
That's all right. It usually takes everybody a little bit to get used to new stuff like this, so we'll get there.
What does the head mean on the right of the tracker? Like if you highlight them, what does that mean?
That's the skull.
No.
No,
There's
next to it.
there's a little head next to
Oh,
the skull.
effects.
Oh, it shows the effects.
So like if you were stunned or prone or whatever. So like next to Henry, he's prone.
Oh, I see. Oh, but only you can change them. I see.
Yeah. You can't apply your own effects.
So he did skip his turn, but remember you need to do like the
Oh, is it
in
my
between
turn?
rounds. No, it's
Yeah, the guard too sees you guys heading over there and follows behind to see what all the ruckus is. Says the next screw that falls out around here is going to be you. Could you describe the ruckus, sir?
Lots of buzzing.
Guard number one's like, so I'll just, guard the whole settlement by myself then, I guess, out here.
what is going on? It's your turn, Carrie.
Okay. Let's see what we like to do.
Let's see.
I guess Sacred Flame is going to make the most sense. I feel like their dexterity is probably going to be kind of high, but we'll give it a go.
Now, don't forget, you don't have line of sight right now.
Oh, yep, true that. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go.
Does that mean to move over?
That is my person. Okay, there we go. Now. Oops. Why is this not working? I'm trying to drag it and it doesn't want to.
So where are you at?
I'm looking at my spells and
Are you in actions?
Yeah.
Okay. Now if you wait. Actions, and then remember if you do where it says display, if you switch that to actions, and then you can grab the dice and then roll it.
Got it.
So they made their save, and that means that they take no damage from the sacred flames as Tikva lifts her hands to the sky and silvery fire rains down on the swarm of wasps. It just doesn't seem to stick to any of them, like it's just a buzzing swarm.
Rats.
No, wasps.
Huh. Their turn.
What are they gonna do? Buzz around and shit? That indeed. Hopefully Henry has like 1 HP and dies. I'm just kidding.
Don't say that.
No, but as they sting him repeatedly for holy shit damage, he is almost dead. Look at that. 3 4s and a 2.
Yikes.
Alright, man.
Tikva says, "Don't worry, Henry. I'll heal you."
I'm gonna shovel this dude.
Wait. There's only one dude over by you.
Insects. Shovel the insects. And I'm gonna Divine Smite just to kill these things. So first let's roll the shovel damage. Well, let's see if this
Smite with a
kills.
shovel must be a new one.
So 3. And then now I'm gonna Divine Smite.
Yeah. So, as you attack the swarm of wasps with the shovel, you call upon your inner power to smite the wasps, and your shovel glows brightly as it smacks the wasps and sends them scattering.
And I say, Henry, are you okay?
No, that really hurts.
Yeah, Henry, you got stung by wasps a lot.
Like a lot.
Yeah, man. Are you allergic to wasps or?
I don't know. We're about to find out, I guess.
Hey, Henry, I just saved your ass. Maybe a thank you would be nice.
Dang you.
Excuse me, I didn't hear that.
Get your ears checked.
Henry.
Now's not the time to be arguing.
Arn thinks it is. Henry, quit being a little girl.
He's just sitting in the shit, like, just sitting down. He hasn't even stood up.
Alright, Henry, I can tell this is very difficult for you, but you can wallow by yourself. I'm gonna keep shoveling, and I keep shoveling shit at the barrel.
It's going right over his head, and he finally is forced to, like, get out of the way.
Yeah, Henry, alright. I don't mess around with little kid games, alright? I'm a grown-ass man trying to get through my day. I don't need anybody getting in front of my mission, alright?
Are we still in turn order? Because Tifa would like to cast a healing word.
Oh yeah, no, we're not in turn order anymore.
Okay. I shall use a healing word on you, my small friend. For health.
No, you gotta target him.
Oh, oops.
Control click.
Yep.
Now do it. Thank you.
Poor Henry.
No, he's like real thankful. He's like, "Thank you, Tikva, you're the best." And in fact, he even pulls out a platinum coin that he gives you.
Oh, wow.
Wait a second. Hold up. I
He's
see
not
him
giving
do
you
that.
any money because you're mean.
No.
We searched him yesterday. He didn't have anything. So he was prison wallet. He had that in the prison wallet.
I say, where'd you get that platinum?
I don't know. I found it somewhere.
Oh. Alright, man. I don't know how to deal with you, and I start walking away. I just... I drop my shovel and I head over to Dragos.
Yeah, you just start shaking your head like that, movie cliche where you've just like,
I'm defeated at this point. I go to Dragos and I say, "That's it. I'm done. I don't know. I saved this kid's life. He's crying in the fucking ship. He has money when he said he didn't have money, and he doesn't want to help. I don't get it. He just kind of fell on the floor when any sort of thing arose. Dragos. I don't know if I can travel with this kid anymore.
Yeah. Well,
he seems more of a hindrance than a helping.
He's fine.
Is he a kid or is he? How old is he? I forgot to ask that.
He's in his late 30s.
He's not even a kid. Fuck this dumb halfling guy.
Wait, now that you know he's in his 30s, you're like, wait, fuck this guy.
Like 20 or 21. I don't know. I thought he was young. I thought he didn't know the world, so I was like, fine, I'll help him out. This this grown man doesn't know anything about the real world. Fuck, I don't live with nobles. Where I'm from, we spit in their face. I don't deal with people like this. This is out of my comfort zone. I work for you. I don't work for that. Well, I know you don't think I work for that little shit, but I don't know, man. He's obviously he's putting me over the edge. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, he's useless. let's gather.
What do you
up.
mean?
Let's
He
get-
just pulled 10 gold out of his ass. I mean, not literally. I know that you guys had made that joke. Like, he pulled it out of thin air.
I don't know, man. Yeah, he's. I don't know if he stole it. When I checked him
Yeah.
the first time,
He
had nothing.
definitely stole it.
I don't know where he. I don't want to deal with like if he gets caught. I tell Dragos. I tell him about the platinum. If he gets caught, I'm not standing up for him. I'd
No.
rather let him stay with these guys.
Yeah.
Like I know you want to get something out of him. Like you think he's worth money, but I don't think he's worth our time, Dragos.
Hey,
No.
Tikva just got a 20% return on that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to take stolen money.
I'm gonna check my pockets real quick and make sure it's not my money.
He stole your money.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Roll an investigation to count your money and see. Count de Monet.
It's a low number. He might have stole your money.
Dragos begins digging through his money pouch, trying to remember exactly how much he had, and he counts it again to make sure. You actually are missing money, but not a platinum piece. You are missing 7 gold pieces.
And I look into your eyes and I shrug. I go, "You brought it upon yourself." I don't know, dude. I don't trust these halfling guys. You know, they don't really get well. They don't really go well with the kind of like brutish assholes that I live with. So I don't usually have to do with these guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna march over to Henry and say, "Did you steal from me?"
What? I never. We are brothers, you and I.
Where'd you get that platinum?
As I told Tikva, I found it. Or Arn.
Very specifically, where did you find it?
I can't remember.
Very specifically, where did you find it?
On the ground somewhere, but I can't remember.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna Arn, come on, we're gonna turn out his pockets right now.
I lift him from his feet and I shake him out.
Inside his pockets, you find 2 different kinds of keys, a set of lock-picking tools, a small bag filled with caltrops, and 3 copper pieces and a gold piece.
And this is all from yesterday when he had nothing.
Right.
he's done some work. I go, how did you have time to steal all this when you're with me all day?
I've found all of this.
No, quit your dumb halfling bullshit. You stole this from people.
Yeah, these
And-
people have been through enough. Get gone from here. Leave. Don't come back here.
I'm telling you, I found these things.
Henry,
You seem to do a lot of finding.
Yeah.
I'm real
Henry.
good at finding things.
Henry, look at the sun. You see the sun?
Yeah?
Walk that direction and don't turn around.
Yeah. If you're not going to be, you're of no help to us. You've been nothing but slow us down.
You're stealing from everybody here.
Yeah.
These people have lost everything, and you want to take more from them.
Yeah. So.
Well, you could ask if anybody's missing any of that stuff.
Henry,
Yeah.
You
No,
know.
we're going to take it back. Who's missing this stuff? Anybody?
And as you call out, like, plenty of people are claiming to be missing the coins, but nobody claims to be missing the keys nor the lock-picking tools.
Did he have
Well-
other stuff in his asshole? I don't get it.
What if he's like
Where-
secretly an interdimensional traveler and he's stealing
I
from
don't
like
know. I don't think my level 2 character would understand that. He's just
Yeah.
like, this guy's stealing.
I'm just making a
This
joke.
guy's stealing. Fuck this guy.
Oh yeah, you guys are free, to cast them out anyway and all that. I'm just pointing out that there is a bit of a mystery in the fact that nobody seems to be claiming anything but the coins, but like a whole bunch of people are claiming the coins. Oh yeah, I've been missing, 10 copper, I'm missing, 4 gold. Everybody's missing
You know what?
money.
I'm gonna tell a quick story. I once had a roommate, right, that lived with me here, and I had a piggy bank that I kept all my loose change in because I just like to collect the change, turn it in, and get like $100. So it's nice. And for a while, I don't look inside the piggy bank because I think it's all right. I of course I'm not getting stolen from, but I check every now and then because I start to get suspicious. I notice that my roommate is hanging around my room, and I check my piggy bank, and every single quarter, dime, and nickel is missing from my piggy bank, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at first, I don't want to be confrontational, right? I'm not a very confrontational person. I just let them keep doing what they're doing, but I hide my piggy bank. I put it in my restroom, so it's harder to get to. You have to go into my bedroom to do it, and and it happens again. So what you learn from that is people who steal from you, they're not just gonna stop stealing from you if they think that they can get away with it.
Right.
So Henry's getting away with it. He's not getting punished. He's gonna keep stealing from all these people.
Fair enough.
He's lived a pampered life. His whole entire 33 years of his childish, life, he knows nothing. He steals. He lies. He talks too much.
Oh, you don't know that he's lying.
I don't care. I think he's a liar. So.
No, I mean fair points. All of that. I just I have to be clear as the DM that nobody's rolled insight to see if he is lying, and for all intents and purposes it has not been proven that he's stolen anything.
Yeah, Arn's not the guy.
That is a good factor that we should roll insight. Take a look.
Sure.
Looks like Tikva's a better insight person.
So I'm going to let you guys know this too, because I just dealt with this in another game of mine. When you roll insight, a lot of DMs have a pretty simple way of describing things. If you roll high, they tell you, okay, he's telling the truth, or he's lying, whatever it was. If the guy's telling the truth or lying, the DM will tell you, okay, for sure that it's this or that, or you think that it's this or that, or however they describe it. Either way, they tell you the truth of that, right? Mm-hmm. And then if you roll low, they tell you the opposite, to where if they're telling the truth, they say you think he's lying. And if he's lying, they say you think he's telling the truth. I do not do this for one simple reason. It means that when you roll, you have basically a 3/4 chance, a 75% chance of knowing for sure whether he's telling the truth or lying, even if part of that comes from meta knowledge. Because either you roll high enough and then whether he's telling the truth or not, because I'm not going to lie to you with a successful roll, obviously, or you roll low and I tell you that he's lying, and you're like, well, I rolled low, so he's probably telling the truth. And I misspoke before. It's not a 75% chance; it's a 100% chance that using meta knowledge, you will know which one it is. Because if you roll high, then confirmation, and if you roll low, then I'm gonna say, oh, well, you think he's lying, and you're like, well, I know I rolled low, so he must be telling the truth. So what I do instead is drop that down to only a 75% chance of knowing, even with meta knowledge, whether he's telling the truth or not. By if you roll high enough, I will confirm for you whether he's telling the truth or lying. But if you roll low, instead, I am going to tell you that you're not quite sure whether he's telling the truth or lying. That way, it avoids you being able to guess, and you can take a wild guess, and like I said, you'll have a 75% chance of being right every time you roll using that method.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
That's fine.
So, Dragos, you're not really sure. However, Tikva, you can see in his eyes that he's telling the truth as far as he knows.
Okay. You guys, I don't think he's maliciously stealing these things. We maybe just need to set some boundaries because their culture is different from ours. They don't understand that, or they don't. Not that they lack the capacity to understand, but culturally they don't understand what we're talking about when we say stealing. So, Henry, listen. I know
Yes.
that maybe you haven't been around humans all that much, but in human culture, it's considered to be rude or dishonest to pick up things that you don't already have. Like, if you just find something on the ground, you can't just pick it up and take it as your own.
But they would have lost it if I didn't find it for them.
But maybe they didn't lose it. Maybe they just put it there and they knew where it was. And then once you take it, now they don't know where it is.
I don't know. I find an awful lot of things that people have lost just laying around.
Well, I think maybe you should leave them because people might have left it there on purpose and you don't know whose it is, so you're not even able to give it back if they're looking for it. You don't know who.
Well, look at all these people who want the coins back.
Well, yeah, that's because they're lying. But if you.
Oh, so they're lying and I'm gonna get punished for it.
Yeah, you're not being punished. I'm just telling you. You can't.
I can't pick up stuff off the ground anymore? Like why did the gods make me this close to the earth if I'm not meant to pick up things off the ground?
Well, maybe while you're learning when it's okay and when it's not, why don't you just check with me first if you think it's going to be a good idea?
Fine.
Okay. Glad we came to this agreement.
What time of the day is it?
After all of the shenanigans, it's getting near lunch.
So yeah, let's sit down and get some food and talk about what to do next. Because I mean, I don't. We can look for the guild people to see if they can give us some advice on where this cart came from or where it might have been going. But otherwise, I think we need to push on to somewhere else after a little rest. I don't want to wait. Like we're not here to rebuild the town.
Yeah, no, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't. I just wanted to while I'm here and while they gave us a place to sleep, I was helping them.
Yeah, no, that's a noble thing to do, but not how. Like, let's find the guild rep person to see if they can give us an idea of where this caravan might have been headed to, and then we can take another day, finish the day's rest, and in the morning we'll head off to somewhere else.
Yeah,
the next town.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah,
Right,
so for lunch, they have taken the gourds that you guys brought and used them to bake up like the equivalent of like a eggplant lasagna kind of dish, to where there's a whole lot of this gourd as the meat, and then they've actually made a type of pasta, using a ground corn flour, and they've made this you know squash lasagna basically.
Scrumptious.
Fantastic, great job.
Finally, no more hard cheese.
Yeah, I mean this is something you guys haven't had in how long? A hot meal.
Yeah, a long time.
A nice repast.
Yeah. And by hot meal, I mean more than just like sticking a dead rat over the fire.
Don't remind me.
I look at it like the. I say, are you gonna finish that?
Yes. Get your own.
I already ate my own.
and whatever he could scrounge off of anybody else who wasn't finishing theirs.
So after we eat, let's go find the guild rep person who can see if they can show them the journal, see if they can tell us where they might have come from, where they might be going.
Yeah. So you find the guild representative, but now who's talking and how do you want to approach this?
I'll do the talking, and I'll sort of come up and say we were coming through the desert and came across a sacked caravan and found this guidebook, and we found this cat. We're hoping to return it. It's obviously well loved and well pampered. I'm sure the owner would love to find it again.
Yeah, so as you show him the book, he begins to flip through it and roll an insight check. His eyes dilate wide, and then he's like, "Oh no, I've never seen this before. Sorry."
Really, huh?
You can tell he is nervous and definitely lying.
I say I'm watching. Oh, do I notice the line?
No, right now just Dragos because he's right there on top of him.
Okay.
So I'm going to sort of keep chatting him up. You can't tell me anything about it at all. Nothing about who might have been headed somewhere. Anything of value.
I whatever it says in there, I obviously didn't read everything.
But you understood something about it.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, but you kind of did. Yeah, it's fine, friend. Don't feel upset about it. I understand. Just just tell us what you know about it, and we'll get on our way. We don't need to have a problem with it.
And he just like shakes his head.
Well, I'll keep chatting him up. I'll try and I'll use the charm again from the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you chat him up, he does become a little more open to like discussing things with you.
Well, so what caravans were you expecting through here? Was that anything we should be aware of?
He shakes his head and he says, "No. You just you'd best leave this one alone."
Well, why is that? What's the threat? What do we have to be afraid of?
Do you not
Certainly no harm in knowing that.
do you not recognize this mark? And he flips the page. You didn't realize this at first, but the front page, the top page, actually has a folded over part that you have to lift up to see the signature of whose journal it is.
I did not. Whose journal is it? I don't know this mark.
This
I'll wave Electo over to see it as well.
This is the mark of the Midnight Smuggler, a dangerous outlaw that is wanted by all and used by only the very rich or the very desperate or both to smuggle anything, anywhere, anytime. And you know, he's essentially an assassin. When it comes to any job he does, there's no witnesses guaranteed.
I'm kind of confused for a second. I thought
Yeah.
the journal was from somebody that was in the caravan.
It's from the caravan guide himself.
So
So
the
it's a
caravan guide was
smugglers.
So the caravan
Oh,
guy is
oh.
the one is the assassin.
Yes.
Oh,
so
He tricked
so the,
he led them out in the middle of the desert and then killed them all.
no, he's a smuggler first. It's just that
Right.
This
Oh wait.
was supposed to
Oh,
get
I'm
somewhere.
sorry.
Right,
I'm
right.
sorry.
Like that whatever he's transporting, guaranteed secrecy.
Yeah, he will kill if he has to kill to protect it.
Okay, I was kind of confused. I thought
And
he
not
was.
just to protect it like from thieves or something like that, but also like nobody will know what he brought where and who hired him to do so.
So does
he is
that mean
not
that
someone
was?
we're going to shake down for information.
He'll probably fight before we get anything out of him.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like he must have met his match, right? If he's fearsome smuggler, but his whole caravan was sacked.
Perhaps.
Equal.
Yeah, no, it
Yeah.
definitely is. Now that you guys are, hearing this information, you're starting to piece together like, oh.
Well, I'm wondering if Henry there might be our midnight smuggler.
You think so?
He was at the caravan also. Somehow we know that much that he was.
But also got captured by Ugly,
Yeah.
and if he was the Midnight Smuggler, which I'm not saying he's not, but if he was the Midnight Smuggler, like, why was he still there? Like, everybody else is dead and he's just still there, like, just hanging out, and lets himself get captured by Ugly, who didn't exactly seem like the biggest threat in the world.
Unless he's
And it's really not a stealthy one.
design. Yeah.
Well, fair enough. And so I'll go back to the guild guy. Any idea of where? Like, can you tell anything about where this delivery might have been headed?
It seems as though everything in his book is coded here. He says he's, going from one place to another and this and that, but his routes make no sense. There's no way he was in this place right after being in that place with these dates, and so I'm going to need time to decode this.
How long do you think?
Well, by I'm going to need time to decode this, I meant give me the book and I will try to have someone decode it, and I don't know how long that will take.
What do we think?
Well, we don't have. I mean, we have nowhere else to go. We're just wandering right now.
I mean, sure. I mean, I guess we'll hang out here for a couple days, help them do their thing.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? Free food, free board. Like, let's just do it.
Free poop.
Yep.
And we have beds. We're not in the middle of nowhere. Finally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True
I
that.
mean, we don't have to deal with that. Yeah. Okay. We'll turn it over to him to take a look at.
Okay. Yeah. So he takes that and tells you that he'll try and contact someone to get it decoded as quickly as he can. And in the meantime, there's always more shit to shovel.
Yeah. Arn says, I think I'm done shoveling shit for the day.
Nobody's ever done shoveling shit.
Arn is done.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can find some way to be of value to this community in a less shit shovel related way.
Oh, what? You too good to shovel shit?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, I am.
Who we are.
Obviously not shit shovelers.
Obviously
Did you see
not.
me hold a shovel? I'm not doing that.
Do you see me break that shovel in half with my hands?
Yeah, no, we're not. I'm not wasting my time with this. My thought is, so what I'm thinking is, let's go talk to the big owl guy, the leader, and try and get an idea of the size and how long ago the hobgoblins came through.
Yeah, maybe we
there's
can
still
help
some
them with that.
survivors left.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Have a small mission, go check the remains of the town and see what we can
Yeah,
get.
see if we can find any survivors or anything of value in the town or nearby.
Yeah, maybe Big John will tell us more stuff now that we've been a little bit useful to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as the day closes into evening and everybody's done with the work and starting to gather around for supper, you find a moment to talk to Big John. And so, who would like to talk to him, and what would you like to say?
Let's just assume that Dragos is always going to be talking to people unless we say otherwise.
Yeah. So, John, I'll basically come up and say, I think it was a pretty productive day. We got some shit turned into bricks, so that's good. Can you tell me a little bit about when the kobolds came through and how many there were, or
Hobgoblins?
hobgoblins? I'm sorry.
A horde of them swept through. Oh man, couldn't have been much more than a fortnight ago.
And a horde is like 20. If you had to guess numbers.
So, when they're discussing things, like you would use terms like mob, gang, group, for numbers in between, a few to like 20, 30, a horde would be 100 plus
Oh.
Okay.
and possibly thousands.
I don't know.
Well, no, we're not doing that then.
Yeah.
How long ago? Which direction did they ride back off into the waste? The desert?
What? Fuck no! They burned the town to the ground and pushed on to continue raiding settlements.
Yeah.
And you guys haven't had any communication with any other like larger lords or people that may have power in the district? You guys haven't sent like message or anything to say like, hey, there's a issue going on with a.
Yeah, we sent out messages, and as you can see, we got our response.
Which was too bad, so sad. Well.
No, they set us up in their castle, and we just decided we'd rather, rebuild from scratch here in the middle of nowhere.
All right, Big John, it's okay, man. Hey, listen, I'm on your side.
I'm just. Are you concerned at all that they might come back this way?
Are we concerned that they might come back this way? That more might come through this way? That the very earth will open up and swallow us like a leviathan from the nine hells? Yeah.
Well, pretty extreme, but.
All right. I'm trying to think of some way. Like, is there any other thing that we could do to be of value to you here besides just the shit shoveling?
Actually, yeah, we haven't been able to go out and get water because everybody's so afraid, and we only have, a couple days worth of rations of water left. We're already down to half rations, and we only have a couple days of that left. So if we can't get water here, we're all gonna dehydrate.
All right. Can we take a couple guards with us and go?
Oh, you mean our two guards?
Or two? Okay, let me rephrase that. Can we take a couple of people to help carry water back with us?
Oh yeah. We got this dude who's got a donkey and a cart.
Oh.
And some big clay jugs to jug water around in.
Sure. How far is the water from here?
About a day to get down to the river that should be to the southwest of your location.
Okay. So what we can do is leave early in the morning with our team of people, go get some water, and then come back the same day. Oh, actually, the next day we got to prepare to camp out.
We spend a night at the river or near it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can try that. Let's gather up. We'll say thank you to Big John and gather up. Do we want to do that? Go get water? It's not exactly. It's not going to make a lot of money or anything, but
it'll give us time for the guy to research the book, see if he can give us any direction. So,
hey, being a hero doesn't always mean blasting a demon in the face with a lightning bolt. People need water to live.
Yeah, well, this is a stupid place to put a town if they're a day's travel from water.
Yeah, but
That's not our problem.
yeah, we're gonna be out of here soon.
Electo, how does that sound?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right, so in the morning early, we'll head off. Henry can come if he wants, but otherwise we'll go get water.
Yeah, I'll let him choose.
Henry would rather ride on the back of the donkey cart with the jugs that are empty right now than sit around shoveling shit.
All right, so he can
cool.
come.
Well, and he and Tikva are supposed to be buddy right now, so he needs to stick close anyway.
Sure. So we'll go in the morning after a rest. And after the meal, after we talk to Big John, I'll play some music for the people and sort of a nice sad song,
Henry joins in, having found a flute apparently, and together you guys put on quite a performance.
Do you guys play happier music later in the day?
Sure. We'll play some happier stuff right before bedtime.
All right, I start dancing. I'm trying to make myself look funny for the children, doing a funny dance.
Yeah. So you're doing the Will Smith dumb dance, and everybody's digging it.
Nice, and then I laugh with a big chuckle, and then I sit down, and then that ends our night, and then we go to bed.
Yeah. So everybody wakes up in the morning well rested and ready to set out. Donkey Dave with his water wagon is ready to set out as well.
Good morning, Dave. I'm Arn. Nice to meet you.
Hey, welcome.
So, you know the direction towards the river, correct?
Yeah, that away. Right. Plus, I got my water sniffing donkey here.
Oh, cool. What's your donkey's name?
Walter.
Walter? Nice to meet you, Walter, and I pet him.
Walter, when you say nice to meet him, raises his hoof up as if he's trying to shake your hand.
I grab it and I shake his hand.
He shakes it and then looks at you expecting a treat, and Dave quickly hands you a apple.
An oat. Yeah, or something, I don't know. And I give it to him.
Yeah, and goes, so he chomps it down. Walter's like, "Nom, nom, nom, nom."
All right, I say we get going.
Yeah, so Dave and Walter kind of lead the way as you guys go, and Henry's just riding on the back of the wagon with his legs dangling as you guys walk behind.
It's fine.
And as you guys reach the river, you see immediately that there is a large, flowing river that is clear, and there are some native peoples. These are Native American parables, analogs, whatever the correct term would be there. They're human, but they're not civilized in the way that your people consider civilized. And so they're looked at as barbarians and savages, and you can see them, a group of them are splashing and playing in the water.
These don't look like the barbarians that I'm used to, so these people seem fine.
Yeah, I'll start.
You're good.
We'll start up a little song and wave and shout at, like, smile and wave and sing.
As you draw their attention, you hear a sharp series of yelps, yipes, almost like meerkats or prairie dogs alerting each other of danger. And as this happens, you see most of the youths dive under the water and begin to swim away, while warriors surround you with spears and bows. Your entire party is surrounded by about 7 of these warriors who begin to shout at you in a language that you do not understand.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought they were across the river. We were on the other side.
No, they were in the river swimming and playing.
Oh, well,
So I'll
I do
I'll
have
keep
sword
playing
drawn.
music.
Sword drawn, standing in front of Dragos.
I'm going to sort of smile and play music and act sort of passive. Like I'm not really. We're going to keep moving slowly towards the water. I tell Dave to keep moving very slowly towards the water. I want to make it very clear that we're just there to get water and not cause any trouble.
Yeah, so Dave is very scared, and the native people do not seem to understand what is happening. In this strange standoff, you guys are at an impasse, and nobody knows how this will play out. But we will find out next time on Dragons of Starfall. I want to thank you guys for playing. I want to thank anyone who's watching. And as always, everyone, good gaming.